watch it on my cell phone and do the commentary through the iPad if you can hear me.
Is 2023 World 10-Ball Champion.
A link to live stream. I can't hear anything. Wow. Okay, welcome to the Predator World 10-Ball Championships. My name is Mika Imanen, and I am doing the commentary for now by myself, and we have a great European showdown here. Two powerhouses from Europe, Max LECHNER, as you can see, and Alex KAZAKIS. Max LECHNER from Austria, Alex is from Greece. So this is still the preliminary stages here. Loser round 2. So they need to win this match, and or whoever wins this might need to win another one to qualify for the single knockout. And the format is race to 4 and win 2 sets, but if it goes 1-1, there's a shootout for the win. So definitely, like always with this format, very pressure packed. And Alex had a good result with that break, even though he lost the cue ball a little bit. He's believe he can make the 1 ball and possibly come between the 6 and 7 if he can hit it thin enough. It's a little tricky to get to the 2 here, but if you can get to through the 6 and the 7, and maybe even between the 2 and 7, with 2 in a side pocket. I was going behind the 6, that was a very good shot actually. Playing a little wider, and the slide took him towards the center. That was a good shot. Yeah, looks like Alex is going to start off with a break and run. Alex is very methodical. In the past couple of years, he's really proven himself a threat to win any tournament, really. 10-ball especially, but he did also win the Masters, where he lost the year before. I believe he lost to David Arcadia in that Hill, where he played safe on a 9-ball, and David banked it, and then banked it in for the win, and he redeemed himself by coming back and then winning against Shane Van Boening in the finals 9-0, which was quite an epic way of him, abolishing those ghosts. Now he's intentionally played for the angle to come around 3 rails, which I like. Little some stun, a lot of spin on it, so it lengthens from the 3rd rail. Should be able to just draw the ball here, avoid going into the 10. Maybe it's just touch an angle of it's a choice. You can either go into the 10 or you just have to draw it super soft and maybe even hit it a little bit full to cheat the pocket, hold the cue ball. And he's elected to hit a little bit harder and stroke around, which is a good shot. I feel like with the carbon shafts, those shots are easier to manage. There's so much extra power you can get. So it's winner break, race to 4. Alex is up 1-0 with a break and run, sending a strong message. He's ready, and but now nothing goes in on the break, and there's a lot of traffic there in the middle. Nothing easy here. You could possibly carry him in the 3 ball, or just try to avoid the 3 altogether and just clip the 1 and send the cue ball downtown. Put the 1 ball behind the 6, 6, 4, 5. A wall of balls. And it may be a touch short, but I think it's just enough. Yeah, well, made the ball, but called in the wrong pocket. Max has a choice, and he's obviously going to continue here. Now, can he cut the 1? The 2 ball in the corner, and play the double speed, 3 rails back and forth, maybe even a touch of inside English. He's caught it very full. And it looks like he didn't leave a shot for Alex. And now I think Alex will have to play a safety here. He's called the bank. Double bank, just in case. But the main objective was to create separation and send the cue ball to the other side. Max going for the long bank. This is a little bit more rewarding because the 3 should be pretty easy. Maybe Max can float the cue ball up. He has to be careful with the 8, but yes, he's managed it well. Slow roll. Not sure what happened there, but possibly the table rolled off, and that was always going to be tricky when you're that distance from the ball. He was so near the rails, so he couldn't even play a drag shot. When you play with a little bit of draw to kill the speed, you know, the overall chances of the ball rolling off is less. But now he didn't have that option because he was so near the rail. And he's pretty much gifted this rack to Alex. No matter what he does in the 6 to the 7, but I'd like to get pretty close to the 8 ball later on, just to be able to draw it past the side. You have to get fairly straight. Will he play the stun like a stun draw and just the cue ball before the side and just to get 2 rails? Now he's going inside English, but he wants to get close to that ball. And that's a pretty good angle. That's perfect. Just enough where he can draw past the side and not worry about the scratch. Definitely took his time there on the 10. feel like on the paper these guys are pretty equal, equally matched. They're both placed high in several tournaments the last couple of years, even winning some tournaments. Alex lost a shootout to Kopin Chung earlier, and now he's in this position. Max Ledner lost to Daniel Maciol from Poland in the first round by way of a shootout. And then he beat Stephen Holm to get to this position. Alex had won his first round against Badr Alawadi and then lost to Kopin Chung. So they both played a couple matches. Should be pretty used to the tables by now. But the format itself is obviously very, very pressure packed. Not a lot of room for errors. And Alex, if he can come out and win this first set, he's guaranteed himself at least, for very minimum, place in the shootout. Tricky here to get shape on the 5, unless you are that good and played in the corner. I was actually thinking he's playing in the side pocket. My bad. That makes life more simple. Now it's basically just roll the 5. Pretty simple from here. Connect the dots. And he's over on that, but since there's no traffic in the middle, it's easy to manage the cue ball from the short rail and back up. Assuming he's going to take the side pocket this time. Very, very natural now. Just shy of the center of the table is a good angle. Alright guys, looks like Alex is off to a running start. He's on the hill. Max Lechner has not had a lot of table time here, so it's just going to be tough to, you know, recompose yourself, get ready for, you know, mentally he's probably getting ready for the next set, but of course, you know, he's going to stay in this set as long as it, you know, as long as he's alive. But so far he hasn't had a lot of opportunities. Pretty cold. Alex is playing some solid patterns. Good execution. Winner of this match will face the winner of Roman Hubler versus Su Juan from Chinese Taipei, also known as Ryan. His English name. Not familiar with the Su, but Roman Hubler is another European strong player. And Alex is pretty much just cruising here in this first set. Pretty good speed, maybe just a little shy of perfection. Now he either has to draw back a little bit, or he could leave himself the angle and go around 3 rows, but that's not obviously the preference. Preference is as little as possible movement on the cue ball. Now he perfectly in line. He can just float this forward a little bit, get straight in on the 5 for the top left corner. He's overhit that a little bit, but no problem. He's definitely had 95% of the table time here. So interesting to see how Max can try to change the momentum, or, you know, get a little warmed up. You need to get to the table to do that. And so far it's been a one-man show here. Well done, Alex. First set was pretty strong. I'll be right back, guys. Here, a little bit of statistics. Yeah, pretty dramatic difference there. Table time 85%. I was thinking 95, but yeah. It's not like Max has had a lot of opportunities. I mean, he missed one ball earlier, hit it too thick, and then Alex played safe, and then Max banked that ball, as we saw earlier, in the long bank on the 2, but left himself a little tricky on the 3, and it rolled off, and then I think that was the last time Max had a chance at the table. So aside from that, it was just Alex running out. And now here we are, second set. It's at least a chance for the break, and let's see if he can be successful on the break and keep shooting, hopefully creating some kind of momentum in this match. And for sure he's off to a good start here. Position on the 1, fairly natural to get on the 2. I could easily see this go 1-0. Just his first shot is a little tricky. If the one ball is close to the rail, it's a fair amount of angle. You have to hit this really nice and soft, and maybe float the cue ball into the direction where you can see the chalk right now. Well done. Just but want to be careful with that 9 ball there. It's the only ball that you don't want to be behind there. Well managed. Just draw straight back. There's going to be plenty of angle in the 6. Come up for the 7 ball. No obstructions. Pretty good job considering he was sitting most of the first set. This was crucial to come out swinging in this second set, and you know, possibly in his perspective looking forward to a shootout, if anyone can ever look forward to it. And he's just, I think he got enough, almost straight on the 9 hopefully. Can he draw it straight back, or does he have to leave himself a little bit longer? No, he's done it well. This is the Max that we're used to seeing. When he gets things going, he's I'd say he's a little faster paced player than Alex. Alex is slightly more methodical, takes his time, walks around the table. Max has a different type of flow. But like I said, they're both these European powerhouses that you're, you know, capable of beating anybody really at any time. He's again got the second ball behind the 1 into the side, and looks like the 3 just got in the way of the 1 ball here. That was brutal because it would have been an easy 3-10 combination if the 1 was visible. Now it's the whole different deal. Very tricky. I mean, an option here would be push and just play the 10 in. But if you go rail first, you know, the cue ball is going away from the 3 and looking where the 4 is. I'm not sure if this going for this 1 ball is very rewarding. Unless you come around the table and try to bank the 3 into the 10. So this is like what I'm thinking, the cost-benefit ratio here. And that's the trouble there. So cue ball is always going to go away from the 3 ball, and Can he produce some magic here? Maybe we'll see the jump bank combination. 3 ball into the 10. It looks like it's straight in, you know, but obviously it's still a jump shot. That's amazing. Wow. That was superb. He's definitely oh, are we playing the WPA and now this, you still have to finish off that, but look at where the 3 ball landed. Alright, my apologies, I thought it was a win, and but it still could be a win in the long run because he's managed to get perfect position on the 3 and the 4. You know, it's a lot of trickiness in this rack. Can he clip the 6, or is the 6 open into the other corner, or is he going to go into the cluster? Or there's so many options here. You could get into position to play safe and maybe just leave him in jail, leave Alex in jail behind the 7 and the 8. But still, yeah, the jump bank combination was something else. I guess there was a little bit less pressure going for the jump bank combination, considering even if it didn't go in, it's never really a sellout yet. So because you have to finish all the balls with the WPA rules. No early wins on the 10. So let's see now. Can Alex come back with a kick safe? Does he crawl something, or does he just try to play a delicate speed and create separation of the 6 and maybe go behind the 8? Well, that's decent. He bought himself an extra minute here, maybe. I'm not sure if Max can bank the 6 straight across, or maybe the safety is still a better shot. I like that decision. He didn't want to risk anything. The safety was pretty much guaranteed. Now the 6 is near the rail there on the long rail, makes it an easier ball to hit. But Alex has just judged it wrong, and it hit the point. Alex needed a little bit more draw on that shot to make the cue ball hook the other way, or at least play a stun off the rail where it goes in a more direct path instead of having follow on the cue ball. Max is defending his lead, extending it to 2-0. Again, if he can tie the sets 1-1, it'll be a shootout. For any of you that has just joined us, this is the World 10 Ball, Predator World 10 Ball men's event, and loser round 2 here. Leonard's been very successful, as you can see on the break. Both times he's made that ball behind the 1 ball into the side pocket. Let's see what kind of action he gets this time. Neither one of them. Still, though, he should be fairly pleased he hasn't let KAZAKIS see anything easy here. It's even difficult to play safe. Looks like he's going to push. And he's going to push to a position where I feel like he's daring Max to go for this shot. I like playing, possibly go for rail first here, just clip the 1 in. You can go into the 3 and just have an automatic position on the 2. But it's just hard to judge that shot from that distance because of the new cloth and the amount of slide the cue ball is going to take. So very difficult to judge, and I'm not sure if that's the right shot for that matter. Alex did get a lot of table time that first set, so is he confident enough to go for the inside English? We'll see. He's called the bank. I'm assuming maybe if it goes off the 3, he's playing the 1 ball 2 rails up table, trying to get distance, and there's no way. Yeah, that was always going to be very difficult. And then in hindsight, you know, when the safety is just as difficult as the offense, maybe the offense is the right solution. Now let's see if Max can hold it together and keep his momentum going. This shot is very delicate. You have to hit it so smooth and soft so that you can hold the cue ball for position on the 2, and looks like the 1 slopped in on the other corner, and Alex has a choice, and obviously now he's gonna come back to the table and see a fairly easy run out here. You know, no problem balls really. Everything's connected. I feel like that was one of those times where Max could have used a little extra maybe an extension and take his time on that one ball, because it was tricky. On these tables you can't play with a lot of speed and then hit it on the point or on the long rail. Even that one, wow, Alex almost missed the 3. It easily rattles. Max knows he could have easily been on the hill and breaking to win the set. So he just has to stay composed and, you know, hope for another chance soon, because if Alex gets back in here, he's the type of guy that gets the job done, doesn't look back. Gonna grab an extension there, a little reachy. This field is definitely some of the strongest players you'll see in today's tournaments. Tremendous amount of talent. Not sure how many countries are represented here, but it's amazing. This evening's matches should be exciting. Some really good stuff coming up on the winners qualification. Kachi versus Yap. That's a great match. Daniel Maciol against Sanchez Ruiz. So many epic matches. Ocean against Koping Chung, table 1 at 7 p.m. Las Vegas time. That's definitely a marquee match. And Koping Yi versus Alex Pagulayan on table 2. So, guys, gotta stay tuned here. Alex caught a little bit of a bad break here. Good action, but no position on 2. Looks like he's gonna push. There's no reward in jumping the 2 in because the 8 is blocking the 3 ball. And he's going to leave Max on the rail for a straight in long shot. He has to get it pretty tight on the rail though, otherwise he could be selling out an easy shot. And I feel like he's hit that a little too hard. And Max is definitely taking this on. Oh wow, I'm surprised here. Because I feel like I'm the favorite to make this shot. I mean, the position's right there. Oh no, the 5 is blocking it. Again, my apologies. I thought the 2 was like straight in. The safety. So I guess Max made the right decision. Because that's not a good save. Not exactly a sellout, but I feel like there's a good chance here to get the cue ball behind the 7. Can he cut it in? Maybe roll the 2 ball, get the 2 ball 2 rails behind those balls, or where's the cue ball going? Behind the 6. Yeah, I like that shot. That's good. Keeping the cue ball on the rail no matter what. And now Alex is faced with a even more difficult situation. Yeah, he's just hit it far enough to get behind the 7. Very tricky shot. Nicely done. Max call the side pocket just in case. But I see he just has to get the cue ball on the rail, get the 2 ball to go to the other side of the table. I don't think he called that bank. He's called it a little bit too full. But still, there's nothing easy here. Alice could always give this one back. If you make the ball in the wrong pocket, it's the incoming player has the option to give it back. And now I see Max checking out the possible 3-8 combination. if he takes this on, he's gonna have to hit it with a lot of power to avoid the scratch, and then kind of hope he gets a position on the 3. Huh, that worked out like a charm. I'd like to see that double kiss on the 3 there again. Nice power follow. And now, good chance. Come around the rails. Just keep the cue ball near the side pocket. Near the first diamond by the side, where he's bridging over right now. Would be a good position. And he's overrun it, but the 10 ball doesn't really pose any threat here. You just have to worry about as long as the 7 ball doesn't get into the play here, he's okay. Just nudge the 10. Good shot. Well, Max knows he got a little fortunate there with position on the 3, but that's the chance he had to take. Nice, nicely done still. He kind of jumped out of his seat when Alex gave him the shot back, and he was excited to go for the combination. So, yeah, Max has changed the tide here, and as you can see, his safety play has been on point. He's been able to capitalize when he does go for the safety, and Alex might be kicking himself for not taking that shot on that Max went for. And here we see Max would have had a chance to close the second set out, but that's a dry break. So let's see what Alex can do here. I feel like this first shot is the critical shot of the rack. If he can come down back to the 2 ball. Needs a big stroke here. Low right, he's kissed the 3, but still managed position. Huh. That's nice. And he knows he's given Max a little hand gesture of apologies. Top right, he's got a nice position on the 3. Good angle to come back down table. Slightly awkward cueing on top of the 8, but shouldn't pose any problems. feel like you can just hit this with the center. Just stay in the center because you're jacked over the ball, so any spin could easily throw you off. And that was the tricky part there. The spin definitely threw him off. So 8-ball got in the game there in a way. So yeah, any kind of spin when you're elevated will be highly magnified. It's like a turbo boost on your spin. You always have to be careful when jacked up. Looks like Max just played a decent passive safety. Maybe bought himself a little extra time. I'm not sure if it's not a great shot, but there's a lot of distance here and difficult to manage position from going into the 7-ball if you go for the 3-ball. I see the cue ball going towards the 9-6 there, and you know, chances he had to take, I guess. And no shot, but pretty good safety opportunity here. So still a great shot, and might earn him another rack here and close the gap. Max got a 2-rail escape here. He's called the side just in case, but he definitely wants some kind of separation on the balls here. And well, he's playing the 4-ball into an empty side of the table, so that being said, that was very well hit. Struck to get distance and not sell out. You gotta be pretty happy with that. Very smart play by Max. I feel like Alex might be playing the kick shot. Did he call the side pocket? Also, just maybe the cue ball can nudge. Well, he's done decent there. He's left the shot. Now this is a shot he has to go for. Position's right there. Just bear down. Well done. Does this 9 get into the game? And it does. That's unlucky. He just hit it a little bit too hard, and let's see now. He has to go for the kick shot. 5's on the rail, so you have to hit it really good for it to go in, and it's just rattle it. Tough times for Max here. this. Has he hooked himself? Went rail first. I feel like maybe he can catch the side pocket now. Yeah, you can see it. Just a sliver of the 6, enough to cut it in the side. But still work to do here. Maybe even a touch of inside English to come back down to the 7. Or just quite close to center ball. That was a nice job from Alex. Well, that was under hit. It's going to be a little tricky to get back to center of the table. He has to hit this shot clean. And depending what kind of speed he decides to play, you know, becomes it's the toughest shot with a hard shot. So maybe just a drag shot, just roll it in and accept the distance on the 9. Well, that's a very confident way to hit that. So if you can get that dialed in, then go for it. Good job. Closing the gap here a little bit. Well, good break, but not a great result on the 2. Let's see, a push shot not probably coming up here. Wow, he's taken considering the jump shot here, huh? Wow. Oh no. Let's keep it real, and let's dare Max to take this difficult cut on, possibly. Can he play the 2 in to the corner and ideally maybe even go into the 10 ball here to get position on the 3. I'm assuming that he played defense there because he's caught it that full, and it was resulted in a safety play. And I'm certain he didn't try it that way, but that was always going to be tricky. I think he tried to get behind that traffic by the rack area. And Alex is definitely the favorite here, getting a safety, but he's running into the 3. Wow. And could Max now take advantage? Still nothing easy here. Do you go for the offense? Position on the 3 is not easy. Huh. He's running out of time here. But he's on the hill and he wants to go for it. That was a really nicely pocketed. It was never going to be a great position. He did play for the side pocket, but now let's see. That's amazing. That's really well done. Great confidence to play that shot in the side pocket. Jacked up. Might earn himself a seat in the shootout. And if everything else on the paper, let's say, would be equal, how do you, wow, he's overcut that. That's shocking. I was thinking if Max gets to the shootout, he's come off a good set, and that would maybe give him a little edge in the shootout, morally, but I was speaking a little bit too early. And I think the main objective here is Alex trying to play safe behind the 6 and 8 and create separation. 5 could go off the 9, that's why he called the pocket, but has he hooked Max? Or if not, it's a fairly easy jump shot. And looks almost like natural position on the 6 because he had that angle. Still a lot of distance here. But these European guys are so good at this jump shot. And he caught it just a little full as he ran short. Huh. Again, he's shaking his head. Might not be enough to get the 6 ball in. Does he bank the 6 ball around the rails? And that's nice. Well done. Very tight control on the cue ball. And looks like this is also jumpable. And ladies and gentlemen, I think that seals the deal for this set. However, still position on the 7 is not like, it's not super easy. He has to play position for the side. To play good speed. Fairly, if that's straight, that's very good. Perfect position. Alex is mentally preparing himself for the shootout. Watch out, there's a point there. He's just caught the point. The 8 was a little bit full where you had to put a lot of speed into the shot and you didn't want to overdraw it, so I'll still favor him to make this. Just have to keep it together. Where's the cue ball going? Wow, that was super. Oh my god. He's shaking his head too. He totally overstruck that 9 ball. A sigh of relief from him. It looked quite scary. Yet, well, they both struggled there that set, but Max came out ahead. And both of their run-out percentages, you know, Max below 50, Alex just at 25%, so it's been a bit scrappy. The nerves came in for both players, and a lot of turnovers. Even the safety efficiency has gone down, but we'll see. It all comes down to this shootout now, so they're both taking a little break. And so the shootout is a race to, well, it's 4 shots, and then after 4 shots, if it's still even score, then they go to the sudden death, which is within the first diamond box, a little bit further away, creating it slightly more difficulty and always maybe more pressure too. Have I made yet another mistake? This is the format. Are they playing rated best of 3? It's That's what you get when you don't have another guy commentating here, covering my mistakes. Looks like the referees racked the ball, so we're going to a third set. It's so confusing. So many formats. I guess for the World Championships, they changed even the preliminary before the single knockout. It's still a proper third set then. Which I don't mind. So now, not sure if there's at all a shootout in play here for this WPA Men's World 10-Ball Championships. It's definitely my first men's World 10-Ball match and commentating here, obviously. Alright, third set. Alex to break. Very good break. The balls are laying nice and easy. And money's on Alex to run out here. Just connect the dots. Alex is just double checking the angle there, what he wants to do for the 7-ball. Looks good. Let me just play a stop shot here. Maybe draw the cue ball just a touch. He lands a little short there, so on the short side, but he's left himself a little tricky here. He overcut that one. That's why sometimes you play one bad shape and then everything just you're playing catch up. I still like him to do this shot. Shouldn't pose a big problem. And there's the break and run. He was really good form now after that break. Nice to come out swinging. Okay, another good break. Let's see if he can keep the offense. Can you play the side pocket and come around? Short rail, long rail, back towards the middle. Good job. Just slightly tricky getting on the 4. What's the best decision here? He was contemplating. And that looks pretty good to me. Maybe even a little bit too straight, actually. Now it's going to be hard to play the stun shot. Limited angle, maybe might have to follow and go under the 9. Yeah, and that's the tough part about that. When you have so little angle, your margin of error on a very firm shot is so small. These pockets don't really have a lot of forgiveness in them, and therefore, you know, maybe Alex could have considered the softer option and go under the 9. And it was shit. Oh, it was still there, the shot, but obviously he just slightly overcut it. Just when things were looking nice for Alex, and he could have made a good statement there early on this third set. And Max has a chance to tie the score. He's done well there to catch the long rail with the third rail. He had to put a nice stroke on that. So Max equalizing the score, 1-1 third set. Yeah, probably was not expecting to get to the table there, but nevertheless, race to 3 basically. Check the 6 ball here now. It's going to be checking the other side. Now he got the 1 and the 2, so and he's near the 3. And I just got confirmation. There's been some confusion on my end that yes, the shootout will happen with this format now if the third set goes 3-3. Great opportunity for Max getting the lead here. He slightly overhit that, but should still be okay. The 7 ball is going to be the tricky one. where to play position for the 7. So a lot of work to do yet here. Has to play this one very soft. And doesn't want to be anywhere near the rail. It does not look like a great angle here, so maybe has to produce a power draw here now with lots of left spin here. It doesn't want to be straight on 6 either, so good work there. Going to come around, play on the short side. That looks good so far. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. Now he can just play a smooth draw and just nudge the 10. Giving Alex an opportunity to tie things up.
Alex tends to look like he's going to take the shot, and then he'll go back down and, you know, maybe a couple more times. But he definitely is a little bit more methodical in that sense. Double, triple checking the situation. Well, still kind of checking. I feel like sometimes it can backfire if you're this decisive. Does he have a shot in the side pocket? It looks like it. Yeah, well, this is Alex is he's kind of struggling here. His body language is not good, and just the little bit of a hesitation on that first shot, or the second shot rather, the 2-ball. Couldn't really decide where he wants to be playing position. And if you're already down on the shot and still looking around, you definitely haven't made up your mind completely. And this would give a great edge to Max. Possibly getting on the hill here, and who knows, maybe close out the set if he gets a successful break. Be careful, buddy. Where are you going? That's just a super unforced error. See another jump from Max. Can he make it? He's so good at that though. Wow. Great recovery. Even a great position on the 6, really. Alex is having a little chat within himself. Max is pulling all the stops here now. Showing great determination. (3-1). Max is on the hill. He's got a chance to close the set and the match out, possibly. And the worst he could do now is get into a shootout, so he's got a couple of opportunities here. Heavy favorite. Alex is gonna have to pack his bags. Max just the one final position here. He kind of gave the cue stick a little gesture of the position play. And he's done well. Good stroke. And as dominant as Alice was in the first set, it's kind of Max was able to turn the game around and take advantage. Second set was a little scrappy there at times, but LECHNER definitely pulling all the stops here in the third set. And thank you very much, guys, for tuning in here from the Predator Pro Billiard Series, the WPA World 10-Ball Championships. We'll be seeing you. Lots of good action coming again to you very soon. 4:30 we have matches, and 7 o'clock we have winners qualification. Like I said earlier, Albin and Koping Chung and Alex Pagulayan versus Koping Yi. Good afternoon and good continuing afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you soon.